50 love.
Currently sitting at 104 in the world. We need a wild card to get in here. And in this 128 draw, there are 8 wild cards, most of them going to the Americans, but he would have been right on the cusp, wouldn't he? A little unfortunate not to get in by rights. But only he's only a couple of years out of juniors. It's a 20-year-old.
Shot there from Basavareddy. Khachanov is in full control of that point. Great approach out too from that low ball. I feel like you have Khachanov hitting 2, 3, 4 ends in a row when he's in one place. He's going to really get you on the run, and you're going to have to come up with shots like that. But that was incredible from Basavareddy. See Basavareddy going to that slice backhand early on here. Doesn't want to let the ball get too high for Khachanov. That's where he's extremely effective. So I like that kind of change of pace, keeping it low on the big man, makes him lift it up, and then he can get it in his strike zone.
It's already looking hard and heavy, isn't it? And Khachanov is a big man, almost 2 meters tall at 6'6". Yeah, that's too good.
Yeah, Basavareddy not doing enough with that volley there. I'll tell you also the interesting thing, Sam, is Khachanov actually chose to receive, which someone as big of a serve that he has, maybe a little bit unorthodox, but I like the play because it gives him a game to kind of get into it and maybe sense the nerves early from Basavareddy.
Yep. Got to remind ourselves, the young American on debut here at the US Open. It might be a big move as well for Khachanov at break point, first game.
Khachanov. First game.
Tough opener for the young American. Losing to Ben Shelton 7-6 in the side, a great final. And it had been, what, 6 years, almost 6 years since he'd been in a Masters 1000 final.
Paris, right?
When he won Paris as when he was in his early 20s, and he said went catapulting into the world's top 10. I'm not sure he was quite, well, in his words, quite ready for what came next.
59.
Born in Moscow, playing here as a neutral athlete, but he really identifies himself as Armenian and Russian. And his father, Abgar, was a very good volleyball player, and his ancestors emigrated from Armenia many years ago. In fact, the family name used to be Khachanov. I've put myself in a hole here. Khachanov rather than Khachanov. And often he goes back to Yerevan and did a big tour there a few years ago to connect with his roots, and it's very, very important for him. pulled out in his fourth round match
14
last
love.
week. Setting 3 love down against the aforementioned Basavareddy. Never really disclosed what it was. Very hard to find out. Maybe you have a little more information, but it was a strange one.
Pretty sure he was just trying to save up for the US Open. He had a long week, or long week in a couple days in Toronto, where he played unbelievable tennis over the span of 10 days, 12 days. It was a lot of tennis for Khachanov, and I feel like he was down to Zverev at a certain point, and he pulled the ripcord because he wanted to make sure that he would be 100% and prepared for this event right now here at the US Open. So, looks healthy to me.
And he wants to come in ready because 12 months ago he lost in his opening match to Daniel Evans in the longest ever match here in US Open history. 5.5 hours out on court 6. That's the one right next to the media garden. It was heaving. This is a really good start for Khachanov, who hasn't won a main draw match here since he made that run through the semis 3 years ago. And Jesse, you were up in Toronto, and you know a little bit about that blacked out frame.
Oh yeah, it's a racket that will be coming out soon. It is not yet out. It is a prototype made especially for Khachanov. I was asking him about it in Toronto. He's like, yeah, they just can't, they don't know what it's going to be called or what it's going to look like yet, so they give it to me like this. That's how it comes. But he tested it out and he loved it, and so he said he wanted to play with it. They weren't going to let him at first. I think he has some say.
59.
So already, as you mentioned, played at Stanford for 2 years for the Cardinals. He was a data science major. It's a lot to give up your amateur status, isn't it?
Yeah.
And turn pro.
The other thing, Sam, now is with the NIL deals in college and these players getting paid to go to college, Basavareddy was actually offered a decent amount to stay in school, and he turned it down to forego and go to his professional career, and he's done an amazing job.
Can you just explain exactly what NIL is?
So it's basically, so
15,
now these college athletes are getting paid to go to college in the United States, right? So obviously tennis is not bringing in the money that American football and basketball are bringing in, but you're able to pay college athletes now to go to college. It's amazing.
That would have been handy when you were at the University of Florida.
Love that.
Yep. That's a nice start. Much better. And you also, look, did you finish or did you?
No, I turned pro after a year and a half.
Exactly.
Yes,
it's a big decision to make, isn't it?
100%.
I think the Bryans did the same from Stanford. They did 3
They're
years.
Also Stanford Cardinals.
Yep. And there was a big discussion about whether they did their last year or not.
Congratulations to them. They just got inducted into the Tennis Hall of Fame along with Maria Sharapova. Stanford tennis has a very rich history of a lot of amazing players have come through that program, that's for sure.
40-30.
Not just the Bryan brothers, you have John McEnroe, Paul Goldstein, who's now the head coach there. Shout out to Paul Goldstein. Played some padel with him not too long ago. What an athlete.
Big game here for Basavareddy. to steady himself. And they're getting to know each other out here on Stadium 17, but it's an early break for the 9th seed. Interesting to see how Basavareddy responds here to it being a breakdown very early on. Fabulous court, this in the southeastern corner of the campus. Oh, this is good. And the almost 3,000 that can pack in here can sound like 10,000 when there's an American on the court. The ideal stage for Basavareddy making his debut here. Quickly things can change. You can see how warm it is out there. Look at his shirt. Look at Nissanth. Ryan Smith. He's looking up for him.
Yeah, you feel like Basavareddy's definitely settled into this match now, even though it's only 3 games in. He's getting a good read on the Khachanov serve, even though he has gotten a lot of looks at second serves right now. Khachanov only 2 of 9 first serves.
He's got the break back.
That one forehand I thought was going to sail long, but definitely didn't catch much string. That one shot that landed in. Now he's apologizing. That was certainly not intentional.
They all count.
Yeah. No pictures on the scorecard, right?
USOpen.org is where you go for all the scores, and you can stay connected with the tennis through all the social media channels, Facebook, X and Twitter, and don't forget hashtag US Open to join the conversation. Nishesh's parents, Murali Krishna and Sai Prasanna, immigrated to the United States back in 1999, so a few years before Nishesh was born. Nice little change up there. Yeah. Spent his early years in Newport Beach, California. That's a lovely spot, but then the family moved to Carmel in Indiana. And immediately when I saw that, I was thinking of Rajiv Ram.
Yeah, well, Coach Smith, who's there, worked a lot with Rajiv Ram as well.
And I hear Rajiv has been a constant source of support. went to the same high school, Carmel High, and so following in the footsteps of Raji. But can't be easy moving to a completely different country from a very different culture and part of the world for his parents.
And from Newport Beach to Carmel.
That's also a shock as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Khachanov lost control.
Definitely thought Basavareddy was out at this point. Good job on taking a guess at where Khachanov is going to go with that overhead.
After such a good start, you sense that the big Russians got to regroup here. Yeah, he's got it.
That was all about the first pass, too. Didn't try and hit a winner, set himself up. It was the 1-2 punch. And go for the winner too soon.
How quickly a tennis match can change gears. Broke to 15, held to love. All the momentum now with the young American. Khachanov, a part of a trio of brilliant Russians alongside Daniil Medvedev and Andrei Rublev. He's not quite as explosive as that pair. I think he watches their antics with mild amusement. Much more of a laid-back character. Has huge commercial deals. He's very marketable back home.
Basavareddy stop play. He thought it was wide. Can't stop till you hear that electronic call. That was right on it. Sam, you could see in that point that Khachanov had opportunities to move forward, but he's not. He hits and then backs up again, almost because he's not totally comfortable at the net.
Maybe just a little inexperience here from Nishesh, because he wouldn't have been on many courts with electronic line calling, would he? I love the way his racket company wouldn't let him play with the racket. I wondered how from 6'6" he persuaded them. That is a huge hold from Love 30.
Weekend hold for set.
What sort of player was Donetsky?
Oh, Donskoy.
Donskoy,
yeah.
I've always called him Donetsky.
Yeah. Evgeny was an aggressive baseliner. He had a huge forehand. Loved playing on clay. Loved having time, and especially on that forehand side. Yeah, we trained a lot in Spain, in Valencia.
Which is quite, since Marat Safin made that move all those years ago. Marat back on tour at the moment with Andre Rublev. Spain's been a good spot, hasn't it, for the Russians? But always interesting when a top player adds someone to their team. You never quite know how it's going to work.
They've got to have two coaches nowadays. Fonseca just added Franco Divine to the team.
Well, with the prize money that they're earning, $110,000 if you lose in the first round. Biggest prize money in tennis. The total pot, it's over 90 million. The American wildcard looking right at home here on Stadium 17. After a couple of breaks, we're back on serve. Khachanov showing the new balls. So 3-4 in this opening set, best of 5.
59.
Good to get his first ace out of his pocket.
No better feeling than having the new balls come out right when you're about to serve.
Two types of balls they're using here at the US Open. The men using the extra duty, but it's a little more felt, a little more durable.
A little heavier too, yeah.
And that felt needs to be sturdy the way these two are cracking it around the court. I have to say, I think Khachanov a little sort of knocked out of his stride. Basavareddy has performed so far. Really good.
That's what I was talking about from the beginning of the match, Sam. He loves sneaking in like that. As soon as he sees his opponent on the reach or stretched out with the open racket face, runs right in. Closes out so well.
And very much word on the street. The court pace rating is medium to fast, but many are saying that the courts look pretty quick this year. This doesn't look like the same player that was broken so easily in his opening service game. Yeah, I'm not surprised Khachanov having a long look down the court. Opportunity now for the young American to take a 5-3 lead. Still break point.
Advantage.
How good was that second serve?
We're on level once more
Ball game's all.
in this
First
opening
set.
set. .110-mile-an-hour second serve, rather bailing Karen out of a very tricky game. This set you feel could go anywhere right now in the early evening sunshine.
Oh.
Yep. For all that we've seen from Nishesh out here in this opening half an hour, and he's only won 6 matches on the main tour, the main ATP tour this year, and many of those coming earlier in the year, and with that qualification and semi-final in Auckland. It's a ranking that has been built, as you mentioned, on the Challenger circuit, which is the circuit the rung below the tour, but it is a very different world, isn't it, Jesse?
It's extremely challenging, and it's a very hungry tour. Everybody wants it out there, and they want to be on the ATP tour, so every match is so tough. And Sam, you talk about the Challenger Tour for a second, is the amount of people that come out to those events, at least in the United States, maybe maximum 200 for a match, right? Now all of a sudden you're playing on the biggest stage in the world. So this is so motivating for someone like Basavareddy. This is where he wants to be all the time.
I wish I could say Basavareddy as eloquently as you do. It's not quite tripping off my tongue yet, but I'll get there. He could be out here a while. He's only playing in his 3rd Grand Slam event. Took on Djokovic. Nishesh, first round of the Australian Open, lost in 4. And first round at Wimbledon, lost to fellow American Lerner Tien. But he's going really well here. Move.
Thank you.
Khachanov serving to stay in this opening set. How did he get hold of this match for you?
I would love to see Khachanov sneak forward sometimes when he hits a huge forehand. You know, you see Basavareddy on the stretch with the open racket face, and sometimes Khachanov then has to hit 3-4 more shots instead of finishing the point with just one more easy volley. And the first serve percentage needs to increase. It's only at 48% right now, so he's not getting a lot of free points at all.
15 on.
That was a pretty aggressive second serve there.
Has a specially modified baseball hat with a shorter peak at the back. So that's always been his look ever since he came onto the tour. Yes, he's made it.
14-15.
He's having to work very hard out here. That's something that you picked up earlier on, that you want Nishesh to get the ball on the deck.
Love the slice.
And make him hit that kind of shot. If he makes it, he makes it. If he doesn't, that's a big hold. And having to play catch up now.
5 games all. The set.
Not easy, is it, playing someone that you've never faced across the net? First round of a slam when there's all the nerves swirling around.
And he can't do a crazy amount of scouting either, right? There's not a lot of talk in the locker room yet from Basavareddy. The playbook's not quite out yet.
It might be after this performance if this turns into a long evening here on Stadium 17. There's quite a lot to keep the fans here, because as you pointed out, at the northern end, there's a new bar that suddenly popped up from 12 months ago. They're always adding little additions, and of course soon there'll be a huge renovation of Ash. A campus that's continually evolving.
That was a little bit of an ambitious play there from Basavareddy. Second serve, serve and volley. Just trying to throw Khachanov off guard, but great return here. Low at the feet, and gets the passing shot right there. Wow, good stuff there. Not much Basavareddy could do with that first pickup. That was pretty low.
The big Russian is certainly lurking, isn't he? Basavareddy's got his attention.
He saw Khachanov starting to recover back to the middle, and he goes hard right behind him. high percentage cross-court ripper there.
It's another impressive hold from the American wildcard. And on we go in this opening set. Once again, serving to stay in this opening set.
Yeah, those are the first serves that we're used to seeing from Khachanov on a pretty consistent basis. When he's able to put that first serve in play, he's really able to kind of take control of the points because he hits his spots so well and with decent amount of pace too. Slowly creeping up a little bit the first serve percentage, but still only 43%.
Only takes a few serves though, just a few first serves to nudge it in the right direction.
Find the timing again.
And you never know, maybe a few nerves coming into this first round out. Reminder that he hasn't won a match since the quarterfinals back in 2022. It's been a while here at the US Open for him. And just a little thrown, I have to say, by the Americans' game. Will do very nicely. This will be a 7-point tiebreak. We have to specify it these days because there's different tiebreaks floating around our game. Great start for the youngster.
It's a pretty good disguise there from Basavareddy on this drop shot. Looked like he was going to hit two-hand it back, and then last second just kind of threw in that drop shot, caught Khachanov off guard. Didn't execute the shot like he would have wanted, but it got away with it.
The Russian 14-9 in tiebreaks this season. Played 5 of them in that run to the final in Toronto a few weeks ago. What's going to decide this tiebreak for you?
Oof. I think, honestly, if Khachanov is serving first serve percentage pretty high, he's going to take some cuts at the returns here and see if he can be aggressive. Basavareddy needs to... I think he's got to go for a little bit more in this tiebreaker, be more aggressive, not just wait for the mistakes to come. He's getting away with it a little bit during that set, but now Khachanov is more dialed in.
Never beaten a top 20 player. In fact, he's very lightly raced against them. I mentioned that he played Djokovic down in Australia and Zverev and Cincy. That's the only 2 top 20 players. Not used to playing at this level.
Oof. 3-2, Khachanov.
Small.
Sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, you're good. Small margins in these tiebreakers. And I tell you, I talked about Basavareddy coming forward. He's come forward 11 times in this first set already, and he's had a lot of success, winning 8 of those 11.
Let's see if he can still do that in this tiebreak. But the 9 seed up a mini break now. Second one of those, hands back the initiative. And every time he's had momentum, Khachanov, he's really let it go out here. This court used to be where 17 and 18, where it was a forgotten, unloved corner, wasn't it, of the campus. And in 2011, they put down this court, they sunk it into the ground, about 8 feet. They put some temporary stands up, and it was a big success. And it was a tough feat of engineering because the water table apparently was at 12 feet.
Oh, wow.
So they had to be really careful. And then a year later, they decided it was such a success, let's put the permanent stands in, let's increase the seating. And this is all these fans out here are ground pass holders, and they are so happy to have a seat on a stadium court. That's why it's here. So a couple of breaks in the set, a couple of mini breaks within this 7-pointer. First to 7. If they at 6 points all, it will be first player to win 2 consecutive points who will take the opening set. Well, it's a good job he's had all that fuel at the change event. We've been trying to work out how many bananas that he's gone through.
Look, in a best of a 5-set match, it's important to keep fueling. But you and I were talking, Sam, that we were impressed by how much he was eating on the changeover. You got to keep your body fueled because it could go 4 or 5 hours.
It's more of a mini break, but this time 2 serves to come for Khachanov, who has never really settled out here. Coach Martic, there's not a lot he hasn't seen. Long time in the Khachanov camp. Russians are very loyal to their coaching teams. They are ready to get behind Nishesh. Time of day, isn't it? Early evening, I was had a few beers. And it's going to get very noisy out here in a moment.
How good was that lob from Basavareddy? Kind of reset when you hear the gas from the crowd because that shot barely missed. There you see both Stanford Cardinals, or Paul Goldstein and Jeff Salzenstein also standing up there.
A really entertaining opening set, almost an hour on the clock. And it is the American wildcard, at set point. And he's taken it. He wins the tiebreak by 7 games, 7 points to 5, and with it, the opening set by 7 games to 6. Fascinating to see how he approaches this second set. They've had an hour on court together. He knows what he's facing now. Uncomfortable times for the 9th seed. I remember someone, actually a former champion, once saying to me that often at a home slam, players very rarely tend to play their sort of regular level. They either elevate and play a lot better, or they underperform. I don't know how you felt playing here.
So I talk about that a lot with Jimmy Arias when we're up in Canada, because they only get one tournament to play in their home country, and you either feel that added pressure, and some players, like you said, play better with that sort of pressure behind them, or they play below their level and lose matches that they have no business losing.
Yeah,
we always kind of compared that. Jimmy Arias has said that he was the one that didn't like playing in front of the crowd cheering for him. He'd rather the crowd be cheering against him because he liked to get fired up that way. I think I'd rather have the crowd behind me.
I cannot imagine a crowd against you, Jesse. You would just charm them into submission.
Yeah, you never know.
And so far, Basavareddy has played, I think, well above its ranking of 104 in the world.
That first service.
And he looks very composed, doesn't he? This, you would imagine, coming out of that first set break, a big service game for the young American. And great to see him out here on the tour. I heard as a youngster he had a couple of knee surgeries as a teenager. That's never easy. It can check your development, but doesn't seem to have held him back at all.
He has a pretty quick head move that he does before he serves, right as he tosses it. It almost reminds me of Kenin a little bit. She has this weird kind of movement with the head before she tosses the ball.
As if she's not she's not looking at it out of the hand.
Exactly. Basavareddy has a little bit of that move with the serve motion.
Mother and coach looking on.
How good is that? Definitely caught me off guard. Didn't think Khachanov would go down the line with that backhand.
That's just short of a player that's recently made it a Masters 1000 final, as Khachanov did a few weeks ago in Canada.
Advantage, Basavareddy.
Oh, beautifully done.
One game all, second set.
He's got a game that's very easy for the fans here. Not all of them would have ever watched tennis before, might be coming to the US Open for the first time. Very easy for them to get behind the young American. The sense that Khachanov's got quite a lot on his hands here. Oh, wonderful.
Top 15.
Really intelligent play, isn't it? From the data science major. Pretty handy to study that in sports these days.
15 all.
We're going to keep an eye on that first serve percentage from the big Russian. A lot better in this set than it was in the second, and excuse me, in the first.
I love this angle too that we're seeing here. You get to see really how fast the ball is coming at you and how much time these players have to react. You can really see the trajectory of the ball as well and how high clearance they hit, especially on the forehand side of both, hitting a lot of heavy topspin.
He's made it.
Hello.
And a few beauties from that wing tonight.
Yeah.
14-15.
That new frame he's got in his hand.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not even out yet.
It's only broken once in that opening set, that in his second service game. Twice up a mini break in the tiebreak.
I'm not sure I like that shot selection there from Khachanov. You had Basavareddy on the run, dictating with forehands. Just keep ripping. That's what he's so good at.
That impressive.
I'll tell you, even the Basavareddy miss hits are going in right now. That was a combination of frame and a little bit of wind.
You suspect the frustration driven by, in a way, the expectations coming into this US Open on the best form, back in the world's top 10. It's been a couple of years since he was around the elite.
Advantage, Basavareddy.
Well, a little door is opening here. Broken once, but a third game that he's had a chance to break.
Wow.
And what a save from Khachanov.
It was a great volley, too. Basavareddy did a great job of bringing him forward. You can sense, again, Khachanov not completely comfortable at the net, but this was a great stick there. Wow. Good lob, too. Made that overhead pretty difficult for Khachanov. It was a huge point.
Yes, he's just starting to sort of bubble, isn't he?
Advantage, Khachanov. Left service. Karen Khachanov.
Well, to extract himself from a tricky service game. We're on serve, early stages of this second set.
One set to love.
The 20-year-old American with the new balls in his hand. And in a his brother Nishesh, very much nurtured in their tennis development by father Murali Krishna. He's a sort of casual player, but loved the game. Ragged from Khachanov. I don't think he's completely cool and calm under the baseball hat.
There's some angry forehands there.
Yeah.
Ooh. How about the shape on that?
14-15.
That one had some serious movement. Buggy whip.
He's trying to find his game. It's not quite there at the moment.
2 games all, second set.
It's interesting to me how some players want to change rackets right when the new balls come out, and then some want to play one game serving still. It's to each their own.
I was about to ask it.
Yeah.
Don't forget you can go to usopen.org for to give across the scores, the highlights, the stats, and stay connected with all the socials as well. He's got him again.
Oh, man. I tell you, Basavareddy is really making Khachanov work. And I would say from Khachanov's side, movement is not his strong point, but he is an incredible athlete, and he anticipates so well. So that gives him a couple bonus points on the speed test.
A man who can bend forehands around corners. And you get the sense out here an hour and a quarter in that Khachanov trying to make it happen rather than let it happen.
Karen Khachanov.
Back in love hold of this third set, excuse me, the second set.
Khachanov leads 3 games to 2, second set.
First round match bubbling along very nicely. It'll be interesting to see how long the world number 104, he has broken the top 100 a little earlier in the year, how long he can keep this level up. Very well so far. It's gone through that opening set breakup. And serve in the second, no breaks. And Jesse, if you lose the opening set in a best of 5, do you feel, if you're an experienced player, that it's really nothing? Or
I wouldn't say nothing, but there's still a long way to go. Much different being best out of 5 than best out of 3. And Khachanov is very experienced in these 3 out of 5 set matches. He's been in this position many times before.
40 love.
But he'll be wary, though, because 3 of the last 4 years, Khachanov has lost in the first round here at the US Open. That is a little more than coincidental.
Net for serve.
His first double. The second set. He's been taking care of his games very nicely. Suddenly that double fault at 40 love changes things somewhat here. And as you said earlier, Jesse, it's only going to take something very tiny to turn this match. Good hold.
Basavareddy. Three games all, second set.
You just feel that Khachanov hasn't completely locked in yet. He's making a lot of uncharacteristic, unforced errors throughout this match so far. Routine balls that he would normally be making, especially playing as confident as he has been lately. But I attribute a lot of that to Basavareddy and the way he's playing. He's mixing in the slice and not giving him the same ball twice.
Love 15.
He's giving him different paces too. Because Basavareddy can really hit the ball through the court and generate a lot of power. And then he throws in the slice, then he throws in the high heavy one. So he's really not letting Khachanov get into any sort of rhythm.
15 all.
But Khachanov definitely found a lot better rhythm on the first serve now. He's starting to get a couple free points a game.
When you talk about experience, and just to put this into context for Basavareddy has, this is only his third best of 5 set match in his career. For Khachanov, he's played over 100. It's actually his 110th. A huge amount of prize money as well, 20 million. There's the 29-year-old, 7 titles, all have come on hard court. He's been out there a long time. He's the father of 2. And we remain on serve in this second set. Former Stanford player giving away almost a decade in experience, and I think worth remembering that only last December he was playing in the next gen finals. I mean, he's one of the best of his age group. What is Khachanov looking to do here to prize apart the youngster's game?
I think right now he's trying to angle Basavareddy off the court too much. Maybe go down the middle to set himself up might be helpful, because Basavareddy is someone that likes to have angle when he's hitting his shots. By going up the middle, it'll take away that angle, maybe make Basavareddy have a slight little panic and unsure of where to go, and then he can open up the court. I think Khachanov is trying to open up the court too quickly right now.
Serving second in this set as opposed to the first. A little more pressure on the young American wildcard in this first ever US Open main draw. He appears very stable mentally.
Yeah, not too many ups, not any downs either. He's very even keeled. Doesn't get too fired up.
Use. Advantage, Basavareddy.
Oh, it's fabulous.
That is so good.
Use.
That forehand on the run right there from Khachanov is really what set him up for this.
And he was never missing that backhand, was he?
No, he lined that up so perfectly.
And one of the best players in the world, maybe starting to find his rhythm and timing out here.
Oh,
he's made it.
Goodness. That's one for the highlight reel. To be able to hit a backhand flicker angle like that, you got to use so much left hand. That's unbelievable shot there from Khachanov. Wow.
And is that the spark that he needs? He hasn't had a break point since the opening game of the match. On that occasion he took it. Can he do it here? He's got it! Spectacular from Khachanov. And he will serve for this second set.
Back-to-back backhand passing shots from Khachanov. So good. I think Basavareddy had a chance at doing something with that volley just got a little bit too close to it and got handcuffed and gave Khachanov another look. Can't give someone 2 looks at a pass like that.
That backhand, as they say in these parts, is money.
Yeah. I like that one, Sam. That's good.
Just stole it from the Americans. How quickly things can change. Khachanov with his tail up hit, serving for the second set.
Go. 15 love.
Why did I do that? Why?
Hey, lip reading, that's what it looked like, he said. He hasn't had much success with that drop shot throughout this match.
Donskoy equally
Yeah.
puzzled. Donskoy, have I got that right?
Yeah, Donskoy.
Donskoy.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
It's close.
Give me a few more hours. Donskoy.
There it is.
Donskoy.
Thirty 15.
Just sense here, Khachanov might see. We'll look to wind up the tempo here.
That's all.
Well out.
13 14.
Out of nowhere. Basavareddy, chance to stay in this second set.
Use.
This really is a labour of love, isn't it, for Khachanov?
Advantage Khachanov.
Oh, a little over 40 minutes since he lost the opening set. Chance to level the score here. Not that time.
Use.
It's been that kind of late afternoon, early evening, hasn't it? Up to 7 o'clock local time. First meeting between these two is a goodie.
Advantage Khachanov.
And Khachanov finding a way, and he levels. The stage is set. Perfect evening here out in Queens and Flushing Meadow. About sort of mid-20s, not too humid. Sun's starting to go down. And barely a free seat here out on Stadium 17, which is tucked. It feels under the sort of extended roof of Ash, sort of nestled here in this little corner of the grounds. What does he have to do to match and improve Khachanov here in the third?
For Basavareddy, I feel like he needs to kind of get that momentum going again, where he kind of started getting a little bit defensive towards the end of that second set. Where he had his successes when he was looking to move forward and trying to take his forehand and be a little bit more aggressive. He was getting away with points where he would just be waiting for Khachanov to make the unforced error. Because Khachanov wasn't dialed in. Now that he's dialed in, you're going to have to step up your game a little bit here if you're Basavareddy and take some chances.
Important hold.
First game, third set.
Did take a set off Novak Djokovic at the start of the season down in Australia at the AO. Ended up losing in 4. But in order to progress through to the second round, would have to have the win of his life up against a top tenor in Khachanov. Best result so far for Nishesh is Alejandro Tabillo, 23 in the world, down in Auckland at the start of the year, where a lot of his best tennis came.
Top 15.
Actually, speaking of that Djokovic match, Jesse, again, it was the first set he took off Djokovic, and then wasn't able to make any further progress. It's just been really interesting. I think this third set absolutely vital for the young American wild card.
15 all.
I agree 100%. I think this is a huge set for Basavareddy. And obviously experience in 3 out of 5 set match comes into play now. Not only physical battle, but mental battle as well.
That first serve.
Those are the aggressive plays that I'm talking about from Basavareddy. Second serve, steps into the court, hits the backhand return, follows it in, and knocks off an incredible volley. So good.
Makes it look very easy. He's 1 from 6 break points in the match so far. Even had a chance in the third game of the second set, didn't take it. This is vital here. Certainly the American who's had the lion's share of the breakpoint chances in this first round matchup. This meeting between the two. He's made it. Oh, dear.
It was not a completely comfortable volley there for Khachanov. Felt like he should have come forward on 2-3 balls before that one.
Yes.
But had a much easier one. And Donskoy looking a little bit relieved after that point.
Oh, that was uncomfortable,
Yes,
wasn't it?
that's what I mean.
Whenever you're playing a forehand volley over in the tram lines on your backhand side, there's something, and you're not on the doubles court, there's the worry. But we're back at deuce.
Advantage Khachanov.
And the difference in the second and third set, the serve is starting to fire.
Game. Khachanov.
Double ace finish and a recovery from 15-40.
Third set.
And I suspect the fans here on Stadium 17, they're not going to give up their seats any time soon. No. They're well invested in this men's first round match. And that's what the wildcard system's all about, to give so many of the home players a real opportunity at this level.
40 love.
Love hold.
You both, please.
And we remain on serve early on in this third set.
2 games to 1. Third set. 1 set.
Khachanov trying to keep his side of the scoreboard ticking over. A little spot of bother in his last service game, had to save a couple of break points, which was really against the run of play. Still hasn't really got hold of this contest. Almost 2 hours in.
The amazing thing so far for me, Sam, is the Basavareddy level really hasn't dropped at all throughout almost 2 hours they've been playing. Khachanov's really had to earn every single point. Credit to Basavareddy right now. He is playing so solid.
Ideally, after the serve, is he looking for the forehand or the backhand as his +1? Khachanov, or doesn't it? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter, but I would say he's definitely looking for a forehand, especially if he has time. If it's rushed, he's okay on the backhand side to kind of just use the pace and redirect it. But if it's coming in with not a lot of pace, I would say forehand 99.9% of the time.
Fabulous.
That was unbelievable. I thought Khachanov was in full control of that point. So Basavareddy hits that running forehand cross court right here. Wow. And that's what Basavareddy does so well. He is very fast, but he can turn defense to offense so quickly.
Very reliant now, though, on that big first serve.
Use.
Fourth double fault of the contest. Khachanov. Compared to the match he played against Dan Evans 12 months ago in the first round, only scratched the surface as he was out against the British player for 5.5 hours. Yes, longest ever match hit.
Walk in the park right now.
At the Open. Yeah, we're barely out of the warm-up, and once again, there's a little door opening here for Basavareddy. Lovely to see the youngsters out here still on school holidays for at least another week or so.
Thank you. Net second serve.
Oh dear.
Boy.
Second double in the game, and there's the break.
Basavareddy leads 3 games to 1. Third set.
Well, very different pressures now for the American wildcard. And you can keep across all the scores from around the grounds at usopen.org. Stay connected to everything that's happening on the social media channels and join the conversation at hashtag USOpen.
Thank you.
To me, Sam, this is a massive game for Basavareddy. You just go up a break in this third set. You got to back it up with a hold. You can't give someone like Khachanov a little opening to get back in the set. Keep your foot on the gas.
I was once sat on court one at the All England Club watching a match with a former champion, Wimbledon champion from a very different era, and she very simply said to me, Sam, tennis matches are about pressure and when you apply it.
Love that.
I've never forgotten that.
Yeah.
I wish I'd known that when I was playing.
15-7.
Quickly things can change. Khachanov, a chance to get the immediate break back.
30-40.
Yeah, that forehand side, especially on the deuce court for Khachanov, he's struggling a little bit to even just get strings on it. Maybe chip it. I know the wind gusts on 17 can be a little bit challenging. It kind of circulates, doesn't stay in one direction.
Still break point. And how quickly we are back on serve in this third set.
3 games to 2. Third set. 1-7. 50 love.
Never really had full control of this opening round match yet. It's when you think that he's about to hit top gear. Basavareddy responds. Breaks have been few and far between, a couple in the opening set, the single one in the second, and then now a pair in the third. And how important are quick service games right now for Khachanov?
It's extremely important. It's nice to kind of breeze through one after he's been working so hard. Free you up a little bit on the return to serve games too.
This is starting to pepper his performance.
If you're going to double fault, though, that's the time to do it up 40 love. And sometimes he just gets a little quick with the second serve motion. Doesn't really get into the rhythm, just rushes through it a little bit, and that's what's causing the miss.
Game, Khachanov. 3 games all, third set.
In his last service game. Needs all those college competitive juices, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which is what they teach you.
I tell you what, that was really the first kind of easy ball that Basavareddy has missed in a long time. He's been so solid. And that's what I talked about early on, Sam, and that ball was pretty close, but when that ball gets around shoulder level for Khachanov, that's where he just unleashes. Swings through the ball so well, uses his body, and times it impeccably.
There's opportunity here now for the 9th seed, the semi-finalist. Perfectly played.
He is so comfortable moving forward, Basavareddy. I love seeing him take those balls early and following them into the net. He's got soft hands.
Over 2 hours in, the young American wildcard still backing himself here. Oh, what a way to recover from 15-30. And after a couple of breaks, we're back on serve in this third set.
Basavareddy leads 4-3. Third set, 1-0.
Under the lights now on
15
Stadium
up.
17, packed house. An awful lot of support for the 20-year-old American wildcard, Nishesh Basavareddy.
See, you are getting it. That's so good. It's that low short ball again that's so difficult for Khachanov. There's no choice but to hit a slice one in on this right there because it's so low. It's an unbelievable passing shot there for Basavareddy.
I do wonder if he can bring Khachanov in a little more. What might unfold at the back end of this third set? Best of 5, long way to go still. That play's worked plenty of times for Basavareddy. Second serve, takes a good rip down the middle, comes in behind it, and just forces Khachanov to come up with a difficult pass.
Yeah, Khachanov. 4-all. Third set.
Another big game here for the 20-year-old. Just reminds us of 20 years of age. Only 2 years out of playing the juniors, where he was one of the best in the world. Yeah, great move.
Yeah. Khachanov read that drop shot on that occasion. Basavareddy just didn't disguise this one quite well enough and left it floating just a tad bit. Khachanov doing a good job there on the backhand side.
As you said earlier, not the fastest, he's 6'6",
no.
but reads the game so well. He's brought a very good pedigree as Basavareddy into the pro game. He won the Orange Bowl as a 14-year-old under 14s. That's the junior world championships for his age group. Won the boys doubles here. All helps, doesn't it, with your confidence and credibility. And certainly not going away here. Excellent play. What's the net tally?
This set now 7 of 8, and for the match 18 of 27. He's come forward 27 times. He's converted 67%, but in this set alone he's 88%.
Superbly done. And the American wildcard holding firm here in this third set.
Thank you. Players are ready. Thank you very much. Please. Let first serve.
Yeah, neat and tidy.
Yeah.
And a slam dunk opener from Khachanov.
Got away with that one because thought he was going to drop shot that, but he gave Basavareddy a good look at this.
Breaks earlier on in this set. So a little between these two.
30-15.
And if you'd happened on this match, as many of the fans on Stadium 17 have, they've seen there's some excitement and sat down, and you didn't know the ranking of these two, you wouldn't think there was almost 100 spots between them, given the level that we've seen out here.
40-15.
I'm not sure he quite anticipated just how much hard work he would have to put in against a really unknown opponent before he walked onto court this, what was it, 2.5 hours ago.
Karen Khachanov. 5 games old, third set.
Russian support team. In for a long evening here.
Net for serve. Net for serve.
Over 3 times. And Khachanov got up to that drop shot. He should have hit over that forehand. Got a little bit cute with that, but then got away with it. He's having a little head shake. This right here had plenty of time to hit over that. Basavareddy just giving it right back to him. He can't believe it.
And sometimes a messy point can be a big moment in the context of a match.
Not. Please.
That's the sort of shot in return you don't expect from Khachanov. Not in the Masters run form that he's just had a few weeks ago in Toronto. Now back in the top 10 in last Monday's rankings. No. Or has he found it? Hang on a moment. Has it made it? It has.
It was good.
Never ever looked like it would find the inside of the line. What a chance here for the 9th seed. And Khachanov will serve for this 3rd set.
Khachanov leads 6 games to 5, third set, 1 set over.
Broken once in this second service game, but got the immediate break back, but has had to work so hard. Have a chance to close out this third set.
39.
And we wondered how much experience would play a role here. And there's just been these tiny moments, tiny pivotal moments in the last half an hour, so that they've gone the way of the big Russian. Seed here. 3 set points in his hand. He only needs one. Khachanov takes the third set by 7 games. He manages his energy levels here to just crank things up and go again.
Well, he's been fueling himself, that's for sure, from the start.
Yes.
He's definitely been doing a good job of taking care of the body and having some banana, having some gel. I do feel like, yeah, they've been playing for a little over 2.5 hours. It's been pretty physical.
We would love an early break here.
I do feel like Khachanov is just misfiring on some of these routine backhands throughout this entire match so far. Just showing off. That takes guts, because he hasn't won too many points when he's tried to go to that drop shot, especially on the forehand side. But notice he didn't change his grip. He just changed the angle of the racket face here. Oh no, he did change it a little bit last second. That's impressive there from Khachanov.
Great tennis from the young American. Can he stay with this? Grew up idolizing the Argentine player, former champion here, Juan Martín del Potro. That's an excellent hole.
First game, full set.
See if Basavareddy asks for more bananas. He's expecting this to go a little bit longer, but I tell you what, that was a huge start to this fourth set to get a good hold like that, be ahead in this set.
I think he's all right. He's got the good supply there.
Yeah.
I think he must have raided the player lounge before coming out here, but great to see him so well prepared. Yep. I'll keep him going for a little longer. An awful lot to like about him as a person and as a player. What we've seen over the last 2 hours, 40 minutes. How much longer can he stay with one of the best players in the world?
And that's the serve that I was talking about from Khachanov. He's taking a little bit of pace off of it so that he can slide Basavareddy out wide, and then he takes control. The ones with pace early on weren't giving Basavareddy any problems.
We're being wary out here at the US Open, playing a player ranked only fractionally outside the world's top 100. He has lost to a couple of players at the US Open who have been ranked in that bracket 6 years ago by Vasek Pospisil. Of course, last year, Dan Evans, who was surprisingly ranked in the 180s, it probably doesn't really count. But he's made some slip-ups here at the US Open, particularly in recent years in first-round matches. This was always going to be a tricky one.
Let's go.
Well, he's 2 from 9 on break points one, and he finds something here. Khachanov has been very good at fending off crisis situations. Yeah, great job of applying pressure here right at the start of this fourth set.
Getting a little too excited there.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please remain quiet until the point is completed. Thank you.
He did make it, though, even when the crowd yelled. That was a well done there from Basavareddy. He was able to stay dialed in.
A lot of experience in the chair as well from Germany's Timo Janssen. He's been out there a long time, because could get a little rowdy. A lot of excitable fans here. Second day's play at the US Open. He never looks sort of thrilled that he's got to hit a volley, does he? It's like, okay, I have to hit one now.
What I've seen from Khachanov a lot on this ball right here is sometimes a swinging volley.
Yeah. He thought about it.
Yeah. It was a thought for sure.
One of those players who just want to be at the net.
Yeah.
And he goes because he kind of has to from time to time.
Yeah,
And he finds a way out of a tricky game.
1 game on. Full set. Top 15. And the servant. This.
He's not going to do a Medvedev on us.
No.
He's a different character, but certainly not happy with that call. Did you see what happened there, Jesse?
No, I think he was just complaining of an out call that kind of randomly went off.
Yeah. 30-15.
The system, while running rather well, isn't as yet perfect.
Oh no! Almost had too much time to think there, Basavareddy.
30 all.
And it's these little moments, micro moments, where things have gone just awry. And it could have been a rather straightforward service game. Coach and brother know how important this point is right now. Just a break point in his last service game with Khachanov. opportunity opening up right here. Oh dear.
Khachanov leads 2 games to 1 first set. That 2 sets.
And Khachanov with the early break now in the 4th, leading 2 sets to 1.
These players are ready. Thank you very much.
Khachanov really taking control of this first round match now. Trying to drive it home from here. What we've seen from him throughout this evening, when he's been in good positions, when he's had some momentum, hasn't always made it count. Some of that has been on his side, and some of it from the very fine play from Basavareddy.
And from what I've seen from Khachanov as of lately, he is an incredible front runner. When he gets ahead in a set like this, up a break, usually gets pretty comfortable and then gets a little bit more aggressive on the return to serve games. And if his first serve is, that percentage has gone up throughout this entire match, that's when he can really start running away with things.
It just seems that the juggernaut might be starting to roll here. It's taken a hell of a long time for Khachanov to find his best level. And that's a first love hold in quite some time.
Khachanov leads by 3 games to 1, 4th set.
USOpen.org is also when you can shop for all the merchandise, and there's some fabulous items on sale. You can get all the gear, and you can accessorize it and personalize it. What cards has Nishesh got left?
Well, first and foremost, he's got to keep taking care of his serve. You can't go double break down to someone like Khachanov. But again, you take care of your serve, take a couple of chances. He's been playing extremely solid, and I haven't seen any really signs of fatigue. But those last couple errors there from Basavareddy show that maybe it's starting to creep in a tad bit. Oh, proves me wrong there. Good shot there from Basavareddy.
Well, it's mentally, isn't it?
Yeah.
Staying with it at this level, and I think we've really underlined how inexperienced he is in comparison to his opponent out here under the lights on 17 tonight. He is learning on the job.
30 all.
Something for Basavareddy.
40-30.
I was surprised to see Khachanov hit a backhand on that pass. Definitely had to look at a forehand, but didn't want to give Basavareddy any more time.
40.
That was a great return there from Khachanov, so deep in the court.
He'd love another break here, wouldn't he?
That would be a little insurance for him. Oh, wow. That's the first one of the match. We haven't heard one of those.
Tracked by the cameras, running parallel to the baseline. You see one of the cameras checking the centre line at the back there, but the cameras that are around the court obviously track the ball, but you still need the review officials to keep an eye on the foot faults. This one, only one of a handful of matches still being played out here this evening. A few of those tonight, and how often he's made them at the key moments. Trusty backhand bringing up a chance here for the double break. And he's got it, and that might be all Basavareddy writes this evening on 17.
Khachanov leads 4 games to 1.
Double break for Khachanov.
2 sets to 1.
Light seed in full command here on Stadium 17. And you wonder if he can come through this, if this is not the ideal opener to tune up his tennis. Many tougher tests ahead.
That was the most comfortable that we've seen Khachanov at the net there.
15-all.
Good solid stance, good split step. It also helps that he's up 2 sets and 2 breaks. But this volley there was perfect.
In his section of the draw, there's the 19th seed Francisco Cerundolo, Stefanos Tsitsipas, and scheduled to meet Alex de Minaur, 8th seed from Australia, in the round of 16. Oh, okay. If at first you don't succeed.
But to me, the drop shot's much easier to hit on the backhand side. Khachanov showed here. Look at this. He fakes it and then goes to the slice. You don't have to change the grip or anything.
It's been a good data gathering exercise, hasn't it, for the support team. See where this 20-year-old is in his development. Khachanov now gliding towards the finish line.
Khachanov leads 5 games to 1-4 sets.
Well, it's been a little over 3 hours. The world number 104, the wild card here, has detained one of the best players in the world out on this stadium. Now serving to stay in the contest. Where are the areas where do you feel they need to focus to get him to become a regular top 100 player?
Well, I think the way he played tonight is all areas he excelled. I think, obviously getting to the 3-hour mark, now the level has dropped slightly. But he's proven that he belongs out here. That's for sure, Basavareddy. I do feel like physically he got a little bit tired in the 4th set. A little bit.
But game-wise, you're very happy.
Game-wise, super impressed.
He's very loose, isn't he?
And the technique is very sound. And they're still hustling for that, but so you make those kind of shot selections when you are a little bit fatigued. You're not doing that one when you're fresh.
be the final touch. Well, he's had to work so hard, hasn't he, after dropping the opening set on a breakup, but has seemingly found his way back here. Khachanov now at match point.
Game, set, and match.
And the former semi-finalist fights his way into the second round. Khachanov detained for over 3 hours out here this evening. Gets the job done. It took him 4 sets, but he goes through 6-7, 6-3, 7-5, 6-1. And he certainly had a work.